Well, I've been reading a lot in the comments. People have been asking me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, what's going on with the Mustang? So as it sits right now, the Mustang has not been touched in probably 2.5 months. I had this idea to build a fun, quick budget car, and it kind of took over priority temporarily. I mean, as you can see, it's still sitting just as it was before. It's pushed up a little further in the garage right now because I needed room back there to do some Jay-Z stuff for the Supra, but yeah, man, I mean, I really haven't touched it in a while. Yes, I do still plan on building the car. It's, something that is going to get done. I just kind of wanted to build another car real quick, and something not nearly to this extent, something that I could just throw together in a couple months, have some fun with, drive around on the street, something like that. So that kind of took priority over this car. I did steal the steering wheel out of it for the Supra, though. That's just until the wheel that I got for the Supra comes in. But other than that, yeah, I don't think I've really done anything to it. Now, the game plan is to jump back onto this thing as soon as the Supra is done. So that's one of the main reasons I capped the budget on that Supra at $3,000, was so I don't go over and just keep investing into it. Like, once the car's done, I don't want to be like, oh man, I need to get wheels, I need to get this, I need to get that. When that car's done, it's done. That's probably gonna bite me in the ass for saying that one, but yeah, I do not plan on putting anything else into that car once it is done. Everything is going back into this. I'm pretty sure the first thing we're gonna do as soon as the Supra is done is I'm gonna get a bunch of roll cage material ordered up, and we're gonna start doing the cage on the car. We're at the point now where we can get the cage done. I'm waiting on the cage to finish the rear firewall, so that's about the only thing, there's nothing else I need to do that the cage is going to get in my way of. So I think first thing first, I'm going to order some material up, get the cage done, build a rear bash bar, do a couple other little chassis bracings here and there. But that's going to be first step on this thing as soon as the Supra is done, get the cage done. After that, we're going to jump back over to the motor. I still need to buy crankshaft rods, cam, valve springs, the list goes on. I've got pistons. See, I got some diamond pistons, some Trent push rods. I've got some LS7 lifters, the cam gear set, all that stuff. I have a lot of stuff for it, but I need some valve train things, crank rods, bearings, all that. So I'm going to try to get all that stuff ordered up as soon as the cage is done. That way I can get the engine built. The fuel system, I need to get injectors for it still. So I do need to get injectors for the fuel system. And then that'll be everything fuel related done up front here. And then in the back of the car, I don't think you can see the fuel pump. I have one fuel pump in there right now, so I think we're going to throw a second fuel pump in there. That way we can run two of those AEM 400 liter an hour pumps. Should be plenty of fuel to feed this thing on 110 race fuel and make serious power. The intercooler piping and all that stuff is completed. I do need to route lines and get a pump for the ice box. And then as soon as I get the pump and lines, the ice box system will be done. Still need to mount the race pack dash, but we need the cage done because I need to build an extended column mount because that column comes out pretty far, so I'm going to want to build an extended column mount for that, and we will mount the race pack to that. And then we have to do, body work, all that stuff to it, probably figure something out for wide body, over fenders in the rear. There's a bunch of little things we're going to have to button up on the car, obviously, but there's not a crazy amount of work left to do. We've done 90% of the hard stuff already. I'd say realistically, we're probably $6-7 grand away from the car being done right now. We need to get a drive shaft made, a couple little suspension bits in the rear. Nothing too difficult, but yeah, I mean, there's not too much left to do. Just it's just money at this point. But yeah, I am still building this car. I am still working on this car. I know I haven't posted a video on it in a long time. I just wanted to make this quick one to update you guys, let you know what's going on, let you know that I haven't given up on this car. I'm not doing that. The Supra wasn't my kind of escape from this, but I mean, it kind of was my escape from this, actually, to kind of do something else different. And honestly, I just miss driving a turbo Supra. I love Supras. I really miss driving one, and especially having a turbo street car is way, way, way more fun than having something that you can only drive a couple times a year on the track. But on the track, this thing will be way more fun. Anyways, that's going to be it for this. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update on what's going on with the Mustang. I do still plan on finishing this car. I have not given up on it. I just wanted to do the Supra to do the Supra, so I've said that enough times. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, follow the build of this car along when I start it, follow the build of the Supra along while it's going, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.